Hi. Hey, welcome to Above Life Channel. This is actually our Sunday morning coffee podcast. However, today we are doing another Sunday afternoon tea because I had sessions this morning. And when I can work these days in sessions with you, I'm going to do that. Got to get that money and abundance coming in. So, good morning, good afternoon. Good evening, depending upon when you are signing in to see this. Hi, nice to see you. Hey, glad you could make it today. I know I made it. It's that whole better late than never vibe. Oh, ouch. So I am actually coming in, as many of you know, because you follow my work. You know that I live in Minnesota and we had a major ice snowstorm about 24 hours ago, actually Friday evening into Saturday morning. And today is Sunday. And I still have not been plowed out. And this is the joys of living in rural Minnesota. I am just outside of the metro area. I'm about 40-ish minutes from the airport south metro. I'm actually about halfway between St. Paul and Rochester, if you're familiar with Rochester Mayo, the Mayo Clinic down there. So, yeah, so rural. And it's supposed to get up to almost 50 today, like 48, and hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet. Hoping it will happen. Have not got plowed out yet. I think the snowplow people that do the driveway are just like giving up. They're like, it's April 2nd. Is this stuff is going to melt in like 2 days? So we're just going to let you stay in your house. Not my favorite thing to do on the weekend. Yeah, not my favorite thing. But things work out the way they're supposed to. So I'm trying to catch up on some things around the house as one might do when they're a little frustrated and wanting summer to be here, not even spring. But doing the best I can. So I'm going to join you here for Sunday afternoon tea. I actually have what I refer to as silver tea in my cup. It's just water, you see. Yeah. I need to hydrate. Maybe that will help my little attitude that I have. So I'm going to work on that. All right. Yeah. Hmm. So I'm going to ask you for topic for Sunday morning coffee or Sunday afternoon tea. What would you like me to connect into and chat about for this episode? Usually I take a topic, all I need is a word or a subject area, and then I will connect into that word, bring it into the community, and then boom, channel about it. That's pretty much what happens. I know that the past several Sunday morning coffees and afternoon teas have been about me and my life and my experiences right now. And I would really like to make sure that I can give back to you and support you all and where you're at. Today is actually April 2nd, 2023. So hello. Hello, April. Oh, it's nice to see you too. I'm just checking the chat. This is a live stream. If you're not watching live, that's fine. I actually have a surprise for you in the description when we end here. Oh, I have a surprise for you. In the description, there is actually maybe I'll copy and paste it and give it to you in the chat in case you want that here. I only have 4 available, so I guess I better give dibs to the people who are just a minute. Let me make sure I have the right one here. Copy link. Okay, so little surprise. Next Sunday is a holiday kind of thing. Things are closed and stuff around here. And so it's the Easter holiday, whether you celebrate it or not, no matter to me. I am going to be offering 4 30-minute psychic reading sessions that day. Yeah, between the hours of 11 and 2. I'm going to post the link to that in the chat. It is $89. It is a phone session. So when you sign up for your time for Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 9th, you will get a confirmation email with my phone number that you can call. These sessions are not recorded. They're not refundable. They're not not reschedulable. It's just for Easter Sunday. And I'm like, everything's pretty much closed and stuff. I like don't have to work at the cafe or anything. So I'm like, I'm going to do this. So I have room for 4. Okay. So I'm going to post the link in the description. If a half hour isn't enough for you, you can always book a regular session with me if you'd like that. If you pop into my calendar, my booking calendar, and it doesn't seem like anything's available to you, send me a private message and ask for some specific times, and I will give you them as well. So, but please only do that if you're actually serious about booking. You would be surprised at how many, oops, people will reach out to me, ask me, and then they won't book session. They don't actually follow through, and so that's a little tricky. Kind of that back and forth stuff. That's why I have a booking system. It helps here. Let me see if I can paste that in the chat. There you are. Again, there's 4 from 11 to 2. The price is $89. My hour-long sessions are $155, unless you're a current client. If you're a client that coaches with me, I have people that coach with me twice a month. They get psychic coaching sessions twice a month, or intuitive coaching sessions twice a month, or every week. I have somebody every week that I talk to, or once a month. Then you have a little bit of a different price based on your package, like a 3-month plan or 4 or 6-month plan, whatever it is. So, all right, enough of the logistics. So what are we going to talk about? You choose the topic. I'm also going to suggest that if you are here on the live stream and you're in the chat, just remember that you have the power to block and ban if somebody gets out of hand or unruly a bit. Go ahead and feel free to do that. I like the shape of that mug. Thank you. This is actually a Disney mug that I got. Of course it is. Of course it is. And it's big. So it's great for water. Purpose, question mark. What else would you like me to focus on for Sunday morning coffee, or rather Sunday afternoon tea? Springtime. Oh, that would be a good one too, wouldn't it? What does the springtime mean? The purpose of springtime. I'm just going to see what else we get here. The vibe of spring, I sure would like that, let me tell you. That would be nice. That would be lovely. Purpose would be good too. The purpose of springtime might be actually very good. We can combine those together. Anything else for a topic, talk topic? Some things on my mind are money and abundance. Moving ahead. Ooh, rebirth. That's a good one, Patty. Thank you. Moving ahead, moving on. Are many of you in like life transitions? Need some inspiration today? Here's another one. Let's see. How much we let control and influence us. Let it. What is it? I missed the first part of what you said. Meant to be. I see that. That's just comments, I think, though. Nice to see you too. Thank you. I love when I do live streams for the Sunday morning coffee or Sunday afternoon. I love that. I'm working on a new podcast also. Did I say that to you? I love that rebirth. It feels good. It feels good. I think I might land on that one. Although as a woman who has birthed 4 children, the whole concept of birth really has an intense response in my body. Do I have all chat or top chat? I think I have all chat. Let me just check. Hope I have all chat. I think. Oh, no, I do have top chat. Sorry, you're right. Live chat. Thank you for mentioning that to me. Oh, by the way, if you are watching on the live stream and you want to tip, you can. There's a little dollar sign in the lower left corner of the screen underneath your the chat panel. So just so you know, you have that option. always on YouTube. I always tip my YouTubers that I love. So let's see. As an artist on stage a lot, I feel close to my angels. Is that a fair comment? Anyway, that's how it feels to me. Oh, so angels, that would be a good one. We could bring them in during that energy of the rebirth. The rebirth feels good. It feels a little gritty, like grit, gritty grit. Oh, thank you, Molly. Oh my gosh, I'm going to say, I have a little song for you, Molly. Molly just gave me a little super chat. I'm going to have a song for you, Molly. You ready? Me mo Molly Wally, me mo Molly. Meemo Molly Wally, Meemo Molly. Okay, I know that's silly. It's silly, but I see your little dancing little animal that you have there too. Thank you. Um, one of my very favorite beautiful spirit guides in the afterlife is a very tried, trusted, and loving Weimaraner named Molly. And so when I see the name Molly, I always feel good in my heart space. I always feel like nurturing and loving. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right, so the rebirth thing, greedy. We got rebirth, we got purpose, we've got angels, we've got, I think knowing if your angels are there, that's a really good one. Let me just say, that's a good one. And there was one more, and I can't remember what it was. Springtime, wish rebirth and springtime. See how these are all connected, you guys? Do you see, everyone? Do you see in the chat how these are connected? Springtime, rebirth, purpose, angels. Do you see that? That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's because I made up the song, Molly. I made it up. Mimo Molly Wally, Mimo Molly. So sweet. Anyway, I used to sing that and she would go, okay. She's like, hey, all right. Let's see. Yeah. What is my purpose? Totally unmotivated. Yeah, tired and unmotivated. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you for saying that. Many of us are tired and unmotivated. I mean, I might not look like it because when I turn my camera on and my microphone, like this is my purpose to speak. This is my jam. This is my zone. This is my lovey spot. And doing sessions with you is my lovey spot. And the energy just wakes me up and fills me up. And so for you to find or to connect with the energy of anything that brings you purpose is going to be hopeful and helpful to you. So yes, purpose is a big deal. And yes, everyone could use a rebirth, a gentle rebirth. Rebirth sounds like such a big deal. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's start with the rebirth topic and see if I can weave in the energies of that renewal, that vibrance of springtime, and the sense of purpose. Okay, the sense of purpose. And then also honor the energies of angels near us and around us, because yes, my friend Phil, that is totally true and 100%. They are with us all the time, non denominational, non gendered, by the way. Had to get that little thing in there. Very androgynous, which means archangels are both masculine and feminine energies, even if they portray or express as one or the other, and personification when I connect with them. Sometimes I say he, sometimes I say she. I think I should probably begin starting to refer to archangels as they. However, I digress off our topic that we are focused on. Let me reel myself back in. Reeling myself back in. All right. Whew. Okay. All righty. Let's begin, class. So we are going to be on purpose in this Sunday afternoon tea. Okay. We're going to focus on the energies that are showing up for us today. We're going to feel into that energy of the desire to feel inspired, to feel a new sense of hope, a renewal of hope, like we often get in the springtime. You know, when you've planted those tulips, you got to do that way in the fall, and then they pop up in the spring. Like it's worth it, right? You wait for them all winter and then they pop up, at least in the Midwest where I'm at. So it's this process of knowing that even though you don't see them growing, they are. So even when you, my friends, are feeling like you're stuck or you're not moving, there's not movement, there's always movement below the surface. Like in a still lake, the energy of the water comes in with the heart-based energy, the emotion energy, the divine feminine energy of water comes in, and the imagery is that of a still lake, still and quiet and calm on the top. And yet below the surface, so much life, so much movement, flow, so much life living. So too are you in your own process. So much of life is being lived. You are thinking, you are recalibrating, you are shifting your energy within. And for many of you, I know you're empaths. That's why you're watching me here on Above Life channel. You wouldn't be here if you weren't empaths. Because why? Because you and I are connected, and you and all these other people in our chat and on the comments are connected through the heart channel, the heart space. Okay, we are all growing below the surface. We are not all privileged to exactly or conscious to exactly what is happening for us. And that can be frustrating, to say the least, and also disempowering. Really, we can feel like we don't have control because we don't know what's up. This is why we build relationship within ourselves. This is why we connect with our own intuition and spirit guides like angels, archangels, like Archangel Michael, whose energy I feel right now. Archangel Michael giving you a backbone, helping to shore you up if you have been hunched over too long doing the work, the grind, the daily stuff, the same old, and you just can't seem to break that feeling of, oh my gosh, what am I doing? How did I get here? How did I become this person hunched over my computer, just hammering away with a sore neck and a sore back and eating chips all day? Like, how did this happen? How did I get stuck in this job? How did I get stuck in this life? All these energies that are moving below the surface is coming forward right here, right now, to wake you up to an opportunity that you have now to recognize that you have choice. And through choice is power, not disempowerment or disconnection, but connection to power, to your own power. And we're watching things unfold in our global landscape that suggests that the power is held by a few or those with forceful voices or tools. And yet, the truth is the peace inside of you under that still water that seems like nothing's happening is filled with life, and you are filled with life. It's time you wake to the consciousness of that. And those angels and guides who are around you, like Archangel Michael, are here to support you, to shore you up, to set you up again, to give you that chiropractic adjustment, to align that back, to have your back, so that you too then can reassess and can look at your life in a different way. So then you can prepare for the energy of rebirth. Now, it doesn't have to be that dramatic and bloody and gritty and sweaty and painful. It can simply be a choice that you make, a choice to no longer live the way you've been living. You could change by changing clothes. If you're sitting on your ass working all day long and you don't even have to be on your zoom camera, and maybe a little bit zoom camera, and you just get dressed from the top up, get dressed your whole self. Put on those work shoes or those dancing shoes, or wear an evening gown with a hoodie over it, whatever. Do something different to shake things up. I trust me on this one. My experience over the last year and well over a year. Has it been more than a year? 2021? Was it 2021 I started experimenting with my clothes and the choices of my clothes? I think it's almost been 2 years now, where I started wearing different types of clothes because they felt different, more structured. I still squeezy. I still like a little, like a nice fitting tank top, and I have one underneath. But different types of clothing, different textures, different colors, different structuring of things. So it feels different, and totally changing how, trying it on to see how it fits or how it expresses me now as who I am now and what my energy matches now. So try something simple like clothes. Wear something different you haven't worn for a while. Or perfume. Buy a different cologne or perfume. I cannot tell you how many different sizes, and get the trial sizes because they're cheaper. And then when you get bored of them, you just try something else. I wish I could show you. I don't think I have them in my room here now, but oh, I just bought a new bottle of perfume. Oh, it smells so good. I can't think of what it's called. It's called something purple. It's brand new. I think it's a Dolce. Is it Dolce and Gabbana? I can't remember. Oh, it's so damn good. It smells so good. I was walking through the mall and I was like, ooh, I stopped because it was purple and I love purple. And I had to smell it. And it was so good. Sweet and very sweet and kind of sexy, sassy. And I'm like, I gotta have that. So I bought a whole freaking bottle of it. I never do that. I did. But I can't tell you how much cologne I have that smells fresh and clean or a little more masculine on the scale. And I have lots of like perfume that has like cashmere in it that smells very feminine and like just all varieties. Why? Because there are different varieties of ourselves. We bring different things to the table. And sensory wise, our clothing, the things that we can touch, this is such a soft, this is a flannel and it's so soft. Oh my God, I know it's April. I should probably be retiring my flannels, but I should show you. It's freaking snowy ice outside right now. Now the sun is trying to peek in, thank goodness. Hopefully it'll start to melt, but the texture, the softness, this one really feels soft. Some flannels are harsh. This one's so soft. I love it. And color. And maybe jewelry, maybe experiment with different types of jewelry, things that like I never used to wear hoops. And now I've been starting to wear different hoops and different types of hanging earrings and rings. Like I'm wearing rings now. And it just depends on what I'm feeling and connecting into. But that's the way you express yourself. And that's energy. That's your different energy streams coming out. Start doing that. It gives yourself permission to let a piece of yourself be known in that moment. It's beautiful. It's easy and it doesn't cost you a crap ton of money, like a lot of coaching or something or major therapy. Okay. Okay. So I think we hit on all those topics. That's good. The rebirth piece is tricky and it's important to talk about, especially because we're here on April 2nd. I think many of you know, depending upon where you're at in the world on the time zones, the full moon this week is on the 5th or the 6th. So I'm in Central Time, so it's 11:34, I think, p.m. So if you're Eastern, it would be 12:34. So it'd be the 6th for you. It's the 5th for me. So which is, I think, kind of fascinating when a full moon tips the scale over like a bridge like that kind of energy of the different time zones so dramatically, where there's so many different time zones, because always there's some that are off on one day and some that are on the other. But this is a lot that are on one day and a lot that are on the other. It feels like a passage point. It feels like that transition labor into the rebirth. So make note, the 5th and the 6th. So what I am going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little tip here, is probably the 4th, sometime along on the 4th, and then in through the 6th and maybe the 7th, for sure the 4th through the evening of the 6th. You're going to feel that energy. You're just going to feel it. And it might feel like kind of pressury a little bit, like barometric pressure, like there's a weather front moving in. Anybody feeling that? Oh my goodness. Getting headaches now, sinus stuff starting yet, like that kind of thing, like, oh, barometric pressure, storms are coming, like that. You're going to feel that pressure a little bit. Okay. But the full moon is often the opportunity for clearing or clarity. So it's to help you get clear. And the clearness, like the clarity part, oh, I get it, doesn't always come right away. It's not like a drive through. Hey, I'd like to order some clarity, please, moon. Can I have some clarity, please? No, it doesn't work like that. You don't work like that either. So you ask, you request, and then you be open then to receive that feedback after you've initiated that you want to be clear so you can have clarity. And when you want to be clear, what happens is stuff comes up that annoys you, that bothers you, that frustrates you. You might have somebody walk into your life and exhibit all of these things and go, ooh, they are triggering you to the maximum capacity. Guess what? That's clearing. You have a mood change, that's clearing. You get low, that's clearing. Your body might be, you might somatically be so intuitive in your body that your body, you're getting low and you need to rest because you need to clear while you're resting. We call that non-linear time to be used to process any changes. When I do energy work, if I'm actually in a session where I'm working with a reoccurring client and we have to do some energy clearing or something, I always say that. You'll hear that. Some of you know, I say. And let me ask that we use non-linear time to process any changes if it can't be done instantaneously. We give it time when you're resting. So if you are tired, there is a reason for that. There is a purpose. Here comes the word purpose. There's a purpose for that, a meaning for that. It would be really great if you could just lean into that and allow it. Now, I know there's a tipping scale, a point at which that becomes a symptom of something that's deeper when it lingers and doesn't go away. Okay, like a depression or like some kind of underlying maybe medical or health thing. It could be the hormones are off, it could be a thyroid stuff, it could be the adrenals are maxed. In that case, you go to a naturopath or you go to a medical doctor or you get some information. I've been doing that for many months now. Naturopath, multiple doctors, all of the stuff. Okay. So you honor your body and get information because all of these things are information. They give you purpose. They give you a meaning and an understanding. They have a reason for being. Okay. Don't ignore shit. It's so interesting how we focus on everybody else's crap and all their problems and step right in to fix their stuff, but we ignore our own. I do that too. I have 4 kids. I'm a freaking master of that. And I'm working on not ignoring my own stuff. Anybody else? Are you actually doing your work? And your work, by the way, is taking care of you. It doesn't mean you avoid everybody else. You tell everybody else to go take a flying leap. It means you focus on you. It's like put your own oxygen mask on, put your own life vest on, and then you can help so many more people because you won't be drowning. You'll be thriving, not just surviving, thriving. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you feeling this? My empathic friends. So we did also activate Archangel Michael, who's present. I'm also going to mention Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is one of my lead guides. You will feel and sense, and some of you who are psychic, like that's your jam, that's your thing. You'll see Gabriel with me anytime I'm on the mic. And when I rock up on the mic, I rock the mic. What? Okay, I know. I can't. This is what it's like to be with me. Can you even imagine? So annoying. Randomly spouting off like just bits and pieces of songs, which half the time I'm wrong about the lyrics, but that's how I heard it back in the day. When I rock up on the mic, I rock the mic. What? Y'all and y'all, keeping y'all. Okay, whatever. That we create because that's our mission. So listen to what we say because this type of shit happens every day. Hey, I woke up around 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Clearly, I did not miss my calling. My purpose was not to be a lyricist or a rapper or a musical speak artist. I'm not. Clearly. However, that would be fun. I should think about that. On karaoke. I would do karaoke. I have done karaoke. It's been a long time, but I did it with my purple raindrops when I did Prince retreats. We did karaoke. Okay, so I'm going to check out the chat and say hello to you all again. Let's see. Got to make it bigger though, you know. Oh, great, Jacqueline. Nice. Nice. Happy healing to you also, like inspired healing. Let's see what else we got here. Empath. Oh, yes. Our loved ones in the afterlife are definitely with us, as well as angels and spirit guides. Very much. Very nice, my friends. Ah, hey, Fashion Pixie. I know exactly who you are. Hi, nice to see you. Hi, I see you. I see. Yes, I see you, my friend. My friend from Texas. 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 All right, ladies and gents and others. Here we go. All right. So, like I mentioned, I will continue to mention Archangel Gabriel. Oh, thank you. My hair looks great. Actually, my hair's long. I missed my haircut. Friday, I had a haircut scheduled, but I didn't get to go because my haircut lady, my stylist, was actually very late, and she messaged me and said, "Hey, can I change your time? Blah blah blah." And then I said, "Hey, how about this next week?" And she said, "Yeah." So I'm scheduled for another week, but so it's really long on the top. Actually, that's what's up going on right now. But thank you, I appreciate that. It's actually easy to do, kind of when it's long. I just push it back, but I like it more spiky, so we'll see. Um, So Archangel Gabriel is very yellow, has a beautiful yellow vibe. And the reason why Archangel Gabriel comes in when I'm doing anything public is because that's kind of our agreement. Gabriel is like a showman, is very much gold. When I see Gabriel, I see someone with a yellow, very like a gold sequence jacket and black pants, like very like Broadway-ish, performing, just like a dancer, a singer, a comedian, all of the things. Like that's how I see Gabriel. Gabriel's an archangel that I work with for connection and communication. So it would make sense that Gabriel would be one of my guides, right? Because those are my two very strong values I have: communication and connection. And so you'll see sometimes yellow or yellow around. If you see color or you're clairvoyant at all, you might see Gabriel from time to time. Right now, I can feel Gabriel. Gabriel also helps with women, children, mother and child, parent and child as well. Um, I have also felt Gabriel with transgendered people. So that's been kind of a newer thing. And I'm like, oh, interesting. I don't identify as trans, but my pronouns are he, or I'm sorry, not he, she, her. Ah, that's one that I really no, she, her at this point. And so, yeah, but so that's an interesting thing with Gabriel. I really appreciate that. Probably because I have a client that's in that space. And I'm blessed to be someone that is safe for sure. So, okay. Gabriel, let's see any messages. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. When I do Sunday morning coffee, it's for everyone. It is a community experience and an expression in this podcast. Yeah. I do offer private sessions. If you'd like a psychic reading with me, you can certainly schedule that up. I have a couple of different points and a couple of different options that will show up on the description here after we end the live stream. And it's on any those links are on any one of my videos, so you can check that out as well. Okay. No, thank you. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. She says, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Do I sound like a commercial? I don't mean to. Oh, I have to drum up some business because I need to pay my bills, okay? Things have been a little lean, a little too lean lately, and so, I wanna keep my YouTube channels and I wanna keep my business going, so I'm just like, "Hey, I gotta be a little more conscious of saying, 'Hey, you can work with me if you'd like to do that.' Yes, you may, and yes, there's different ways that are affordable to do that." Yes. And to answer some of your questions, for those of you who are some of my maybe interested in prints, I will do a small group during this month of April. Just a private group session online. So you can watch for that. I'll share a link to that in the future. Not yet. I don't have a link for that yet. But I'll do that if you're interested in joining that small group. And that will be a service. So, yeah. All right. This is my job, people. Just FYI. This is my job. Okay. All right. So, my friends, let's see if there's anything else. Nope, I think we're pretty darn good. All right. So far, let's recap. Whew. I'm dealing with a ton of snow. Somebody suggested that we focus our topic on springtime, which is a great thing to focus on. However, not really feeling spring, but I'm hoping it will come soon, right? Underneath, we talked about the purpose or meaning of things when things happen, like especially at those times when we're unmotivated and not really feeling all that connected or we feel stuck. We talked about that a little bit. We also talked about angels, as one of you suggested, and about how they're with us. And then we had Archangel Michael come in and also Archangel Gabriel. So we've kind of got a little flavor of both of them. We talked a bit about rebirth. And it doesn't have to be so hard and gritty. It can be just very much about renewal and allowing the natural process of life to unfold. And it's not this pushing or forcing, but it's just kind of what is happening beneath the surface, even if you're not moving. Because if you're feeling tired, you might need to just rest. Might be the point. We also mentioned about the full moon and the energy of the moon and the purpose of that energy that's coming up. And so I gave you a heads up on those dates, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, to be aware of that. And that if you're asking for clearing and clarity, you're going to get it. And you need to make sure that when you're doing those things, you use your tools like meditation, like journaling, like talking to friends or scheduling a night with a friend so you can just talk and have conversation together, so that you have support structures in place while you are then allowing things to clear and be cleared. Notice that your moods are going to change and shift a bit, but try not to hang on to any one thing. Don't become an emotion or a mood. Just allow it to be information for you. And it's going to last as long as it lasts, and then it will move on. But if you avoid it or try to push it away, or fight it, it lasts longer. Don't fight it. Just let it come in, be aware of it, have conversation with that mood or that energy or that attitude if you need to, and then let it go along its way. Like this too shall pass. It's about that, letting energy flow. Remember, we had the imagery of the water over the still lake and the life happening below the surface. Even if it doesn't look like you're making all this progress and things are great, it doesn't mean that you're not making progress, because what you actually might need in this moment, especially in that beautiful somatic body, that very intuitive psychic body that you have, you might need the rest. That's okay. And if other people don't understand, it's because it's not their body. It's yours. It's not their life to live. It's yours. This is why people don't always understand, and they don't have to. For you to do what you need to do for yourself, other people do not have to get it. They don't have to understand. For people to love you, they don't have to get it. They don't have to know every bit about you and understand everything, all your ups and downs. They don't have to. It's okay. Nobody has an owner's manual on you, except maybe you. But let's be clear. Half the time, half those instructions are missing, or they're in some language you cannot comprehend. And so go easy on others. Don't expect people to be like some miraculous savior to you. It's not about that. You don't need to be saved. You don't need to be fixed. You're not lost. Nobody's going to have to find you except for maybe you. And in order to do that, the good news is it's all inside you. Like this maze, that's you. Yeah, that's where you find all those answers you're looking for, outside. And we're humans, so we are going to look outside because that's what our brain tells us to do. And then our heart wants to manage things and make sure everybody's okay and comfortable and happy. And so sometimes we don't pay attention to our own heart and our own needs because we feel like they're competing with other people's, and we don't want that. So we'll just sacrifice. And then sooner or later, sacrifice after holding yourself back, after not identifying your needs or not recognizing your needs, you forget you have them, but you just get angry. You have an undertone of just anger or frustration. You're not like lashing out. It's underneath the surface. The anger is below the pool of water that seems clear, but is not clear. There's stuff happening below, right? So sooner or later, you build up that resentfulness toward everybody. And sometimes you could become a martyr. You're like, oh, poor me, I'm such a victim. Oh, but you really created it because of the patterns you have that you've chosen not to change. So the choice is the key. And it takes practice, it takes time, it takes compassion toward yourself in order to do that. And it takes support, like a great counselor, therapist, energy worker. Maybe you got a great massage therapist that does that. I have a great acupuncturist. I'm trying to say, I have two. I have a therapy group that I'm in. I have an acupuncturist. I have a naturopath. I have some medical doctors. Trying to think. I don't actually have a massage therapist right now, do I? I do have a chiropractor if I need one. I haven't gone for a while. What else do I have? I have some really amazing friends. And I'm like, am I actually physically being coached right now? I have two friends that are life coaches. So like the conversations with them are kind of coachy like that. But the primary focus for me has been really the healing process and journey. And so counselors have been important. So the counseling group and the two counselors that I've had have been very, very important to me and very supportive. Also, I use essential oils. I use the Emerald Temple oils. And you can look at theemeraldtemple.com. These oils, I use these. They're associated and connected with chakras and also archetypal energies, the divine feminine primarily. So I've been using tons of incense, and do you know what I've been burning? Two primary incenses. One is sandalwood, and the other is lavender. So lavender, obviously Prince, lots of energy around Prince for this month. It started about a week and a half ago. I had to buy new lavender because all of a sudden I needed it. I had to freaking have it. I had to have it. And I don't usually put it on my body in oils, but I had to. So I've been putting it on the bottoms of my feet. It just really helps to ground and connect. And it's just super, super helpful right now. So, all right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on the live stream for our Sunday morning coffee podcast, really Sunday afternoon tea. I'm almost done with my water here. Great to see you in the live stream in the chat. Again, remember there will be links in the description for those 4 sessions that I have available on Easter Sunday, April 9th. And they're 30-minute sessions, which I don't usually do. And they're phone sessions. You get to talk to me. And they're 80, I think I priced them at $89. Yeah. And if you want a full session, like an hour-long session, we can schedule something like that as well. There's different links for that. And then also I have personal video readings that I do as well, like 15, 20-minute readings. And there's links for that as well. So, all right. So I hope I've inspired your spirit today, filled you with some hope and encouraged you to live your life. It's your life after all, and you get to live it. Just live it. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being in the chat here. I'm going to post that link quick for you guys. So you guys have first dibs on those sessions. There you go. It should work. If there's an issue with it, email me. You can email me at abovelifechannel@gmail. I'll take a look at that and see. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let's hope that eventually I'll get plowed out or the sun will get strong enough and the weather will get warm enough that I will be able to get out of my driveway today. I would like to get out today. That would be lovely. Let's try to manifest that, can we? All right. Thanks so much for being here, everyone.